Filled to capacity with a massive collection of military relics, the Regional Military Museum, located in Houma, Louisiana, takes guests through a journey through time. The museum, which had started as a thought from a Korean War veteran, has now quickly grown into a staple in the community of Houma.
Well, the origin, I guess you could say, started with my interest in the history of the Gulf of Mexico in World War II. And years ago, about 1967, I was going through a school to learn how to navigate by the stars called Celestial Navigation. And one of the students said, "Aren't you interested in finding a German submarine that sunk in the Gulf of Mexico?" And I said, "I didn't know there was a German submarine sunk in the Gulf of Mexico." He said, "Well, there's one out there in just 60 feet of water. Why don't we go out there and dive on it? Aren't you a scuba diver?" I said, "Yes." So that's how I got started. World War II and other military subjects. But finally I decided, why do we have to go to New Orleans? We could start our own organization in Houma and have our own lectures. So in June of 2003, 11 years ago, we started our own lecture series here in Houma. At the beginning of the programs, one of the first lectures we had was on D-Day invasion of France in Europe. And at that time, the librarian came forth and said, "Look, you'll need to get this stuff out of here because tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock we need this room. So all your displays and your maps and your pictures and your books and everything has to be out of here and clear." So then we started looking around, why don't we start a museum? Then we'd have a place to put all these things. So that's what we did.
As the museum grew, so did the community involvement. Funding was a major issue when the doors first opened. After going through the parish, Terrebonne taxpayers approved a millage that now helps keep the museum running.
So on the 2nd of November 2010, we had an issue on the ballot, and it was to put a 0.5 mil on the ballot on property tax. And two things we're very happy about. One, in the middle of a depression, if you remember 2008, 2009, it's kind of a depression. In that depression, which we're very slowly coming out of, the voters of Terrebonne Parish voted a tax upon themselves, their own property, and it passed by 54% of the vote. So we were very happy about that.
After obtaining support from the community through funding, the support has only developed deeper. The museum now gives tours, participates in local events, and teaches children of all ages the history of war.
And we're doing this every day, mostly to show the community that we appreciate the support, and that's what we're here for. So, and besides, it's fun.
The museum will no longer be a little building on Barrow Street stuffed with military belongings. It is in the process of expanding and creating a larger building that will only bring more attention and more involvement. For NTW News, I'm Amanda Kelly.